Are you ready to learn how to use ChatGPT to get clients as a virtual assistant or a freelancer? If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Lai Lacaba. I run a virtual assistant agency here in the Philippines named 2XU. And I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, in the last couple of videos that I have been doing on the topic, we've gone over how to create your resume, how to create a portfolio, how to find your niche when it comes to being a virtual assistant or working from home. So I'm going to dive through how do you actually get a client using ChatGPT, and also in general the process of getting your first client as a virtual assistant. Now, as we've already gone through the resume, the portfolio, and finding out your niche, we'll focus on a lot on the sales part basically, or sales and marketing aspect of being basically selling your own services as a virtual assistant and what that could look like for you using ChatGPT. So if you haven't seen ChatGPT just yet, this is basically what it would look like. So it's kind of like just talking with an AI or artificial intelligence back and forth, and we'll put in specific prompts on how you would do this process. To begin with, I always start with the WOAH method. So this is a method that we kind of came up with, which starts with W with the who you are and what you do. That way you're giving ChatGPT the context of what it is that, just basically the background of you. O is the outcome that you're asking ChatGPT to create. Like, are you tapping into an expertise that it has? Are you asking it to do a specific task? And then the A is an are you ready? So are you ready is basically kind of a good way to check in if ChatGPT understands what it is that you're asking it to do. So it's a good way to be able to just have a good kind of headspace of like, hey, do you understand what I'm asking you to do? The H is how. So this could be how specific you want it to be. If you want it to be, a certain number of words, so on and so forth. You want it to be in a funny way, professional way, so on and so forth. That's the H in the how. So as example of the WOAH method, I put here, I'm an admin virtual assistant to business coaches and consultants. So that is my who I am and who I serve. So if you've gone through my video on how to find your niche as a virtual assistant, that's how you'll be able to get to that conclusion. And I need your expertise in sales and marketing. So that's the outcome for me to be able to get my first client. Are you ready? Now, most of the time I'll sometimes put the H on here of the how. So I'll put like, make it actionable, make it easy to understand, so on and so forth. But for the purpose of this video, we'll just make it just that short, and you'll say absolutely, let me know what you need. So one of the first things that you want to make sure that you do when it comes to getting your first client as a virtual assistant is becoming clear with your client avatar. So what a client avatar is just having that clarity of who you're targeting, who you're talking to, who is the person that you're going to help in your line of business, in the services that you provide. So it's really important that you get to that point. Now, it could be that you're very clear, for example, that you're going to work with female business coaches and consultants. They're going to be in the US, for example, or in Australia. They're going to have to be earning, $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and then they're wanting to grow. So that's a good client avatar already. However, we'll go ahead and ask ChatGPT a better way for that. So I'm just going to copy and paste this prompt right here. Create a full client avatar of who I should be targeting and what platforms I can target them based on where they would likely be. So I already put the context of I'm targeting business coaches and consultants on there. So now it's going to go ahead and create the process of how I can create the client avatar. So identify the industry and niche, the demographics, job title and role, pain points, goals and inspirations, and the preferred communication channels. So can you create one for me? So then I'm just asking it for an example of, so we have the client avatar. The name is Sarah Business Coach. Industry and niche is business coaching and consulting. Demographics, age, gender, location, job title and role, pain points and challenges, goals and aspirations, and the preferred communication channels. So with this, even if you just take this of what ChatGPT has already given us, it gives you a lot of clarity of who you should be working with, of who would need your services. So right here, the pain points and challenges, they're overwhelmed with admin tasks. They're struggling to balance work and client work and administrative responsibilities. So this is perfectly where you can come in as a virtual assistant. So this is actually really amazing and really good already. So then the next thing you can ask ChatGPT to do, or the next thing in the process of you getting a client, is doing email and social social media outreach. So what this means is, as you've kind of identified who you want to target, you want to of course start researching and looking, and once you've identified a few people that you want to target and look for and send emails like you want to work for them, you can ask ChatGPT to create the template of the email and social media outreach they will do. So again, just copying and pasting a prompt I already have ready for you guys. And also, if you've noticed, I'm using the same ChatGPT flow. This way, ChatGPT already knows a lot of the background of what I'm asking it to do. And since it already wrote out its own avatar, it knows exactly who it's going to be talking to. So pasting this here, create a personalized email and social media outreach template to reach out to potential clients in the business coaching industry, highlighting how my virtual assistant services can help streamline their operations and increase productivity. By the way, if you guys do want access to these prompts, we'll start putting them in the description. It will be linked into Notion, so you guys will be able to get all of this. So in this way, you can already see ChatGPT is writing the email outreach that you can send to possible clients, and also even highlighting the things that you can do for them. So for you, all you have to do is to customize this, make it make sense for the person you're targeting, and also then you are able to edit of what you can actually provide. Like here, it'll write out like, here's how I can assist you: admin support, client communication, workflow optimization. You can make this your own of what makes sense for you and what you actually give as a service. But now you don't have to start from scratch. You're just editing, you're just going through already the full ChatGPT gave you, and already here it's already created the social media outreach template that you can use. Isn't that cool? It's a pretty quick and easy way to be able to get clients using ChatGPT. So the next thing that you want to do when you are reaching out to clients is creating follow-up messages. Now, I always recommend that you send a follow-up 3 to 5 days after you've sent the first thing, or after you've seen that they've seen your message on social media, because you want to keep being top of mind. These people are probably really busy, they're trying to handle everything by themselves, so they might not reply to you right away. So you want to make sure that you're giving them time to respond, and then keep in mind to just also follow up. So using ChatGPT, we can ask it to write up a good follow-up sequence. So I just put in there, write up follow-up sequence, and when I can send them, that I can send to potential clients after sending the outreach. So again, it has the context of what it is that you do, who you're targeting, and also even the original outreach message that you sent. So then as it's writing up the follow-up sequence, it's going to be easier for you to just copy and paste and be able to use this whole thing for yourself as well. So yeah, so you even have the timeline down here, like 1 to 2 days after initial outreach, both for social media and for email, and 5 to 7 days if you still haven't heard from them. And it's basically just, again, writing out the sequence already, so you don't have to start from scratch. The next thing that you want to do as you are doing outreach, as you're applying for different jobs, as you're finding your first client, is to go ahead and create custom cover letters. So cover letters is basically just a introduction to yourself or what you can do. Say that a client did respond to you, or you found a way that you can apply online and you found their email and they've already said that, hey, I'm looking for an admin VA, then these are the people that you can target. So when it comes to creating a custom cover letter, keep in mind, again, to customize it, make it their own, research them as much as you can so that you can give them the customized, hey, this is what I can do for you. But using ChatGPT, let me go ahead and copy and paste this, and this will be fun. So I've put in here, write up a cover letter for Leanne, which is me, an AI business consultant whom I'm applying for a VA position. She runs 2XU, an AI-empowered virtual assistant agency, but she needs an admin VA for herself. Outline the specific tasks I can do for her kind of business. So you're asking ChatGPT to already do some of the research work that you would have had to do, researching what the virtual assistant agency world looks like and what you can do. And it's already writing out that cover letter for you. Like, I hope this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Probably edit that, make that your own. I'm ready to express my interest in the admin virtual assistant position at 2XU. As an AI business consultant, you undoubtedly have multitude of more responsibilities, and believe my skills and experience can greatly contribute to your success, blah, 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 blah. So that it outlines the tasks that you can do as a virtual assistant, as an admin VA. So you can make this, of course, please customize this to be, as a social media VA, so on and so forth. And then, yeah, you don't have to start from scratch. You're just editing. ChatGPT already created it for you. It's now up to you to make this your own. own and make sense to you. Now, the next thing you want to make sure that you set up as you are starting to get clients is setting up your website and social media. So what that means is writing up the copy for it. So what a copy is basically copywriting, a way that you are presenting yourself and your services and your business to your potential clients. So this could be, for example, for me into XU, our copy is we work with a lot of solopreneurs to turn them into business owners with an AI empowered, highly trained executive assistant with a business operating system. So that's our copy. That's what we put everywhere else. So for you, what makes sense for you as a copy, as a virtual assistant? Like, how are you going to market yourself, and how are you going to make sure it's consistent on your website if you have a website, and also on your social media channels? So as a quick prompt for ChatGPT, generate a captivating description for my virtual assistant services that highlights my expertise in admin support, organization, and time management. Again, edit this as much as you can. I've just written out these prompts right off the bat for you guys, but make it make sense for you, the services that you offer, and the clients you're targeting. So here, are you a business coach or consultant seeking a reliable partner to handle your admin business? Because again, it has the context of who you are, what you do, who you're targeting. It's easy for it to write the copy. So then you can use this for your social media. You can use this for your website. Please, please, please customize it. Make it make sense for you and your business. But then right off the bat, you can get clients with ChatGPT because you now have a consistent brand that you can show up as. The next thing you need to do to generate clients is through content creation. So as a perfect example, you guys are here because I've created content, and either that you are a virtual assistant and you want to work for my agency, or you are a potential client and you want to work with my agency. So I am generating a lot of this content to both educate you and to get your interest in working with us at 2XU. So for you, as you're watching this video and you're trying to get clients, these are different ways that you can do it for content creation side. So it could be that you're picking, hey, I'm going to do YouTube as well. So it's creating videos, or hey, I'm going to start with my own blog. I'm going to go ahead and write a lot of content on LinkedIn or on Twitter. So it's going to be up to you choosing that platform, but you can ask ChatGPT to help generate that content for you. So as a really good prompt for you guys is brainstorm ideas, generate an outline for a blog post titled 5 time saving tips for busy entrepreneurs to showcase my expertise as a virtual assistant. So right off the bat here, you're already having ChatGPT just write the outline. It's now up to you to fill in the gaps, but you don't have to be the one to write from scratch. You can just get the skeleton and fill in the meat, basically, from ChatGPT. And you can use ChatGPT as well when it comes to generating more content ideas. And I do have a whole video on how to use it for content marketing. You guys can check it out on my channel. But basically, this is how you can get ChatGPT to help you when it comes to producing content for your own virtual assistant services, basically. Next is, as you've already generated your copy, you're starting to establish your brand, you have content already that you're creating. The next thing you want to make sure that you do is encouraging social media engagement. So what this is basically you're trying to capture the attention of the people that you're trying to target, that you're trying to work with. So as a really good example for ChatGPT, I'm going to copy and paste this, is provide a helpful response to a social media post where a small business owner is seeking advice on how to manage their busy life effectively. So as you can see here, it already said comment this. And you could just literally copy and paste this and now put it into social media where you saw that person ask that question, ask that inquiry. This is also you generating more engagement going to your profile because you're showing your expertise as a virtual assistant. Again, please edit this as much as you can. At least, at the very least, read through it. Don't just copy and paste it. Because if you put in here something that you don't actually practice, you don't actually do, you're going to be in trouble because people will fact check and double check, like, hey, you said this in the post, why aren't you doing it? So it's just a good way to stay consistent with your brand and what it is that you say is to double check before you post anything from ChatGPT. The next thing that you can do as you're starting to get clients is to make sure that you set up your service packages and your pricing. Now, when it comes to this on the packaging side, I always recommend that you have a way that you can show to your potential clients what it is you can do, how you can help them, the outcome or the projects that you'll be working with them. And then when it comes to pricing, honestly, one of the major things that I've learned being in this industry in the last decade is pricing really depends on who you're targeting and what you're comfortable with as well. For example, I do both sides of coaching virtual assistants. So I create YouTube videos like this. I used to offer, consulting for virtual assistants. I create Notion templates. I do this, I do that. That's one of my target audiences. Now I know I can't price that high for people who are wanting to be virtual assistants, who are virtual assistants because they're just starting out, versus my clients in 2XU, where I find virtual assistants for them. I can charge higher because I'm targeting a different group. So when it comes to your pricing, it honestly just depends on who you're targeting and who you want to work with, because I can stick to just working with entrepreneurs, but to be honest, I love making content like this where I'm helping a lot of virtual assistants. So that is why I target both, and I know how to price differently for both. So on using ChatGPT for it, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So I put down here, generate a description for my virtual assistant service package, focus on admin management for business coaches and consultants, highlighting the benefits of higher productivity, streamlined processes, and freeing them up to focus on the vital tasks in their business. So that's just a good quick prompt for you to be able to know and create like the package for your potential clients. So you have the benefits right there. Again, it will get from the context that I've given ChatGPT, and will include like the packages, what it would include. So what this also generates is just more copy that you can use for your social media, for your cover letter, so on and so forth. So then you just have a good way to like, hey, this is what I do. Just copy and paste this whenever people ask like, hey, what packages do you provide? You now have this. And again, please edit this as much as possible, make it make sense for you and what you can actually offer as a business owner. Lastly, and honestly one of the more important ones, is when it comes to being able to get clients, is you need to be able to network and collaborate with a lot of people. That way you are seen as the expert, you're seen as the person to go to. This is also one way for you to test if people need your services, and it's also a good way for you to meet other people in the same space, and as a virtual assistant, and also to meet potential clients that you can work with. So as a really good prompt for you guys, as I mentioned, this could also you be meeting other virtual assistants. So craft an introduction message to connect with a fellow virtual assistant in a networking group, proposing a collaboration opportunity to offer joint services to clients in the digital marketing industry. So let's say you want to venture on into a different market, you can use collaboration and networking for that. And with this prompt, you can edit this as much as you can. You can see craft an introduction message to connect with someone who could be an affiliate for your business, like someone who works with business coaches and consultants. It could be that you're trying to write up an introductory message to someone who, so maybe like a social media manager who knows that their clients need an admin VA. So you're collaborating and networking in a lot of different ways, and you can only really start seeing these potentials if you're going out there and going to events and going to networking opportunities and getting yourselves into masterminds, because then you're just expanding your network to find better and better people to be able to work with, to collaborate with, to see where else your business can go. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button right there and comment below what are the ways that you guys want to use ChatGPT for yourself, whether you're a virtual assistant or you're an entrepreneur, and I would love to create a whole video on it, as I've created these videos based on requests as well. And if you still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, which you guys can check out those two playlists right here and the latest video right here. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, and remember that small steps matters, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!